Come on in and find a seat. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Okay, this side is clearly awake. I'm not so sure about this side. Let's try that again. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Much better. It's so wonderful to be here, even though it is a rainy morning. But there is so much light and joy in this room, not the least of which is because Noah just exudes light and joy everywhere he goes. And it's also so wonderful for everyone to be here. And so we begin our service, which is found in this blue book. It should be relatively thin and should say Shabbat on it. So please find one of those. You can use that one too. And I'm going to call the page numbers that are in that one. So you're good. Yep. They open from right to left. And we're going to begin on page 188. If you do have those thin books, you're going to be using the blue numbers in brackets. And this is probably the hardest thing that you all will have to do during the service, is figure out what page you're on. So, if you do have one of those thin books, page 188, using the blue numbers in brackets.
You're way on the other side.
Use these numbers.
Oh, she said that.
You're going to be on page 188.
Okay. Am I right?
And you want 188 in the brackets. Okay, the words at the top of the page. Hopefully you have a page with a number of different songs on it. The top one on page 188 is Hine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. It's from Psalm 133, and it speaks of how wonderful it is to gather together.
Hine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad. Hine Matov Umanaim Shevet Achim Gam Yachad.
So it sounds like most of you know this song, which means that we can do it in a round this morning. So those of you over here on this side, you're going to sing with me, and we're going to start, and then that side is going to sing with Cantor Berman, and you're going to pick up with the first part the second time around. Hine ma tovu manayim,
שבת אחים גם יחד.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומנעים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד.
It's so wonderful to be together and to create the sacred community that we create when we come into sacred space. If you turn to page 192, again, using those blue numbers in brackets, unless those are the only numbers you've got, in which case use those numbers. Sing the words of Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov, how beautiful are your tents, O Jacob, your dwelling places, O Israel.
Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Try that. Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Vani berov chasecha avo beitecha eshachave elecha kodshecha ve'iratecha. Matovu again. Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Vani tefilati lecha, Adonai ratzon. Elohim berov chasecha, Adini bemet ishecha. Matovu. Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Matovu Ohalecha Yaakov, Ohalecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Israel.
How many of you woke up this morning? Only a few of you, okay. Well, somehow you managed to get here, and it is quite a miracle if you haven't quite woken up yet that your bodies are working well enough for you to get here. So on page 194, we have a blessing for our body's ability to function well enough to come together in prayer. We join together in English.
Praise to you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it would be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai, rofei chol basar, umafli la'asot.
If you turn the page, 196, we have the blessing for our souls. We're going to sing the first two lines of Hebrew.
Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi.
Try that.
Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi. 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 Elohai neshama shenatata bi tehorahi.
We join together in English in the middle of the page.
My God, the soul you have given me is pure. You created it, you shaped it, you breathed it into me, and you protect it within me. For as long as my soul is within me, I offer thanks to you, Adonai, my God, and God of my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. Praised are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul and the breath of humankind. Baruch atah Adonai, asher biado nefesh kol chai v'ruach kol basar ish.
On the next three right-hand side pages, 198, 200, and 202, we have a series of blessings that parallels the process of waking up and getting up every morning. You can find what each of the blessings refers to on the very right-hand side of the page in the little blue letters. And you're welcome to join in the blessings or to respond amen after each one, because in Jewish tradition you say amen and you get credit for having said the blessing yourself.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan l'sechvivina levchin bein yom uvein laila.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokeach ivri.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kefufim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rocha haaretz al hamayim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamechin b'tzadei gaver.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam malbish harumim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanoten layaif koach.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamavir shinai me'inai u'tinamam hayaf apayim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani b'tzelem Elohim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani bar chorim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shasani Yisrael.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozi Yisrael b'gvura.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam oto Yisrael b'tifara.
Amen. If you turn back one page to 201, you'll find an intention for us as we begin our day. And I love this passage, this prayer, but I'll also just give you a little hint, a little bit of foreshadowing that I'll encourage you to think about this, especially in the context, or reflect back on it when you get to Noah's Devar Torah later on. So let's join together.
As I awaken, let this be my thought. May my day be filled with acts of loving kindness. Let me be drawn to learning and discernment, and may my actions be shaped by mitzvot. Keep me from iniquity, disgrace, and sin. May I not be overwhelmed by temptation or despair. Distance me from evil people and false friends. Let me cultivate a life of goodness. May my hands reach out in kindness, and I will serve God through acts of righteousness. Today and every day, may I merit your mercy by living my life with compassion and love. Holy One of blessing, draw me to your words. Teach me the art of sacred living. Baruch atah Adonai, hamelamed chasadim tovim le'amo Yisrael.
We offer a blessing for study at page 204.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
In English,
blessed are you,
Adonai our God,
sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah. O Adonai our God, let the words of Torah be sweet in our mouths and the mouths of your people Israel, so that we, our descendants, and the descendants of all your people Israel, may know you, by studying your Torah for its own sake. Blessed are you, Adonai, who teaches Torah to your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, hamelamed Torah le'amo Yisrael.
Page 206, now that we've said a blessing for the study of Torah, we should actually study some Torah. And in Jewish tradition, Torah means any sort of Jewish teaching. So the passage that we're going to study is actually a combination of rabbinic texts that come a little bit later in the Torah, from 2,000 to 1,500 years ago. We'll join together in the English, and then I'm going to invite you to turn to your neighbor and do a little bit of discussion. Okay, so let's first read it together in the middle of the page.
These are things that are limitless, of which a person enjoys the fruit of the world, while the principle remains in the world to come. They are honoring one's father and mother, engaging in deeds of compassion, arriving early for study, morning and evening, dealing graciously with guests, visiting the sick, providing for the wedding couple, accompanying the dead for burial, being devoted in prayer, and making peace among people. But the study of Torah encompasses them all.
So there are actually 10 things in this list that we are supposed to do over and over and over again and never have fulfilled our obligation to do them. But I think that there are other things that we might consider in our world are things without limit that we can do again and again and again and never have fulfilled our obligation. And so I'm going to invite you to turn to your neighbors, introduce yourself if you haven't yet, say Shabbat Shalom, and which one of these things would you take out and what would you put in its place? So which of these 10 things would you take out and what would you put in its place? Okay, so do you all have some good answers? Unfortunately, this is not a multiple choice test.
Thanks, Josh. I told you the answer was C.
42. Okay, so if you are taking something out of that list of 10 things and replacing it with something else, something that we need in this world that you can do again and again and again and never have fulfilled your obligation to do that, what would you take out? What would you put in? Do we have any brave souls this morning? Okay, great. Okay, you're taking out burying the dead or accompanying the dead for burial. Okay, you're not accompanying them anymore.
No. I'm
And what are
What am I taking out?
Yeah, what are you taking out and what are you putting in?
Taking out providing for the wedding couple.
Okay, we're not providing for wedding couples anymore. And what are you putting in its place? What are you putting in its place? That's the important thing. What are you putting in its place?
Providing for my wife.
Okay, providing for your spouse. So we don't provide for them when they start out, but once you're married. Okay, we're not arriving early for study morning and evening.
Replacing it with arriving on time.
Oh, and we're just going to arrive on time. But is there something else that you want to add? No one wants to add anything to these ideas? Okay.
I would take out the arriving early and put in building community.
Okay, we need to build community. Great, now we're starting to get there. I saw a hand over here. Okay.
Feeding the sick or the hungry.
Oh, we need to feed the hungry. Being considerate of people's differences. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Be slow to anger. Noah? He's the bar mitzvah, of course I have to ask him. Just really loud. He's not doing deeds of compassion anymore. No, I didn't because he's not mic'd, he didn't get a chance to actually finish it, so I'll let you all know what we talked about, which is that you don't need it in there because everything below it counts as deeds of compassion, and so you don't need the duplication, the redundancy. And what are you replacing it with? And he's replacing it with taking care of the environment. Okay, I'm glad we got to some good answers there. The truth is that you can make any of those things that you mentioned part of your life. It doesn't have to be just the 10 things that the rabbis 1,500 years ago came up with, but what's important to you as well. So with this little moment of study, we've completed the first section of our service, the warm-up, prayers and blessings, just to make sure that we're all awake. And now we turn to the second section, which is songs and psalms of praise. That section begins on page 212.
Baruch Shamar v'haya haolam, Baruch hu. Baruch Hoseh v'reishit, Baruch Omer v'hoseh, Baruch Ozer Makayim, Baruch Merachem al haaretz, Baruch Merachem al habriot, Baruch Mishalem Zachar Tov l'Reav, Baruch Ha'elad v'kayam lanetzach, Baruch Podeu Matzil, Baruch Shemo.
on the facing page towards the top. With this do I prepare myself to thank, praise, and glorify my Creator. Blessed are you, sovereign of life, whom we praise with songs of glory. Baruch atah Adonai, melech mehulal b'tishbachot. Are y'all with me? Okay, page 214, Psalm 92, the Psalm for Shabbat. We'll join together in English towards the bottom of the page up until the indented paragraph. And once we get to the indented paragraph, we're going to jump up to the indent in the Hebrew and sing those last couple verses. So we join together. A psalm, a song for Shabbat. It is good to praise Adonai, to sing hymns to your name, O Most High, to proclaim your steadfast love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night, with a ten-stringed harp, with voice and lyre together. You have gladdened me by your deeds, Adonai. I shout for joy at your handiwork. How great are your works, Adonai! How very subtle your designs. A brute cannot know, a fool cannot understand this.
We'll join at the word Tzadik Hatamar. Tzadik Hatamar yifrach ke'eretz balvanon yizkeh shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvun beseva teshenim verananim yiyu lehagid ki yashar Adonai suri velo avlatamo.
Anyone know how many Psalms there are in the book of Psalms? I'll give you a hint. It's more than 92. What was that? I heard it over there. No, not 93. It's more than that. It's not 180. It's lower than that. 150. There we go. Phew, I'm glad that one of our confirmands knows some stuff. If you turn to page 218, we have Psalm 150, the last psalm in the book of Psalms. Psalm that invites us to use every bit of our energy, everything that we have to praise God.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
You think you can do that a little faster? Okay.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, El Bekocho, hallelujah, Birki Auzo, hallelujah, Biturotaf, hallelujah, Kerofudlo. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, beteka shofar, hallelujah, benevel vechiror, hallelujah, betofu machol, hallelujah, beminim beugah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Hallelujah, betzilzelei shama. Hallelujah, betzilzelei trua. Kol hanshama tehallel, hallelujah, hallelujah. hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
We conclude this section with a blessing, just as we opened it with a blessing on page 223.
Baruch atah Adonai, el melech gadol betishbachot, el haodahot Adon haniflaot, abocher b'shirei zimra, melech elchei haolamim.
Praised are you, sovereign of wonders, crowned in adoration, delighting in song, eternal majesty. Please rise as you're able as we enter the central part of our service on page 224.
Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei rabba v'yeleman divrach chirutei v'melich malchutei b'chayei chon v'yomei chon v'chayei l'chol beit Yisrael b'gala uvizman kariv yimeru amen Yehi shemei rabba mevorach le'olam le'olam maya Yitbarach v'yishabach v'yitpar v'yitramam v'yitaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei l'kudeshah Brichu li'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran v'yalma v'yimeru Amen.
Noah will now lead us in Baruch, the call to worship on page 226.
Baruch hu et Adonai Chamevora.
Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Hamevorach le'olam va'ed Hamevorach Hamevorach le'olam va'ed.
Page 228, a blessing for the wonders of creation.
Praise are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of
We join
light
together. Creator of light
and darkness, who makes peace and fashions of all things. In mercy you illumine the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness you daily renew creations. How numerous are your works, Adonai. In wisdom you form them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai, our God, for the excellence of your hands, and for the light you created. May they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights.
Baruch atah Adonai, Yotzer HaMeorot.
On page 230.
How deeply you have loved us, Adonai, our God, gracing us with surpassing compassion.
Please join us.
On account of our forebears whose trust led you to teach them the laws of life, be gracious to us, teaching us as well. O merciful one, have mercy on us, by making us able to understand and discern, to heed, learn, and teach, and lovingly to observe, perform, and fulfill all that is in your Torah. Enlighten our eyes with your Torah, focus our minds on your mitzvot, unite our hearts in love and reverence for your name. Then we will never feel ashamed, never deserve rebuke, and never stumble. Having trusted in your great and awesome holiness, we shall celebrate your salvation with joy. Gather us in peace from the four corners of the earth, and lead us upright to our land. For you, O God, work wonders. You chose us. Truly you drew us near to your great name, that we might acknowledge you, declaring you one in love. Praise be you, Adonai, who chooses your people Israel in love. Baruch atah Adonai, habocher b'amo Yisrael be'ahava. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Please be seated. Page 234. Can I start? ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, ושרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בעיניך, והחכמתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתיהם מארץ מצרים, לחיות לכם לאנוכי, אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Turn the page to 236, and in the middle we have a passage from the book of Numbers about the talit we're wearing, and specifically about the fringes on the corners of them. And Noah is so blessed to have the talit that his father wore at his bar mitzvah and his sister wore at her bat mitzvah, handed down from generation to generation and through the family. It's really special to have this around you. And then also the talit clips from your papi, so that you're wrapped not only in the mitzvot, but also the love of your family. So we join together in the middle of page 236 with this passage about the tzitzit.
Adonai said to Moses as follows, "Speak to the Israelite people and instruct them to make for themselves fringes on the corner of their garments throughout the ages. Let them attach a cord of blue to the fringes at each corner. That shall be your fringe. Look at it and recall all the commandments of Adonai, and observe them so that you do not follow your heart and eyes in a lustful urge. Thus you shall remember to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I am Adonai your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I am Adonai your God."
Adonai Elohechem Emet.
Page 239. We join with Noah.
Emet, there is no place where you are not. Even in the wilderness there is your word. Emet, that pen the strokes of lightning, white fire, black flame, stir the soul's passion, guide our sacred way, true and enduring in its Torah. Your truthful is certain and established, now and forevermore. Like Moses, Miriam, and all Israel, we sing out and rejoice.
Turn the page, 240.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילתו עושה פלא, נורא תהילתו עושה פלא. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילתו עושה פלא, נורא תהילתו עושה פלא. שיר החדשה, שיר חוגגים, לשמך שפת היום, יחד כולם הודו והמליכו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד.
La la la, you all know these words.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 ya la la la. Sur Yisrael, kuma b'ezrat Yisrael, uftechnu mecha Yehuda v'Yisrael. Go aleinu Adonai tzvot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai Gal Yisrael.
Page 224.
שפתי תפתח ופי יגיד תחילתך. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanara, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim v'Chonech HaKol, v'Zocher Hasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Leman Shemo Be'ava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch Atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Serah.
Page 246.
Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mehaye Al Kol HaTavrav L'Hoshia Meshif HaRuah U'Merit HaGashem Mehakel Chayim Bechesed Mechayecha Kol Berachamim Ramim Somech Noflim V'Rofech Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Micha Mocha Baal Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memit Umechayeh Umatzmi HaMeshua V'ne'eman Atah L'chayot HaKol Baruch Atah Adonai Mechayeh HaKol.
Page 248. לקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשממרו, ככתוב על יד נביאך, וקרא זה אל זה ויאמר, קדוש, 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ, כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו, מאדיר שמך בכל הארץ, ברוך כבוד אדוני במקומו. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו ומלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהייך ציון, לדור ודור. הללויה. לדור ודור נגיד גדלך, ולנצח נצחים בראשתך נקדיש. לשבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש.
To all generations we will declare your greatness, and for all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Blessed are you, Adonai, the Holy God.
Baruch atah Adonai
Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. And we continue with a song of rejoicing in Shabbat, page 250.
Yismechu v'malachu decha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachu decha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Mekadeshem, Mekadeshe Shevi Shabbat, Kulam Yisbe'u, V'yitangu mituvecha Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachu decha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachu decha, Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. V'hashvi'i ratzita bo v'kidashto Shabbat. Chemdat yamim oto karata Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachudecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachudecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Zecher lema'aseh v'reishit Shabbat. Zecher lema'aseh v'reishit Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachudecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat. Yismechu v'malachudecha Shomrei, Shomrei, Shomrei Shabbat v'korei oneg Shabbat.
Page 253. We join together at the top of the page.
We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat, which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness, which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories, glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace, born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessings, O God. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
We ask God to accept our prayers, page 255.
רצי אדוני אלוהינו ועמך ישראל, ותפילתם מאהבה תקבל, ותהי רצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך. ברוך אתה אדוני שותך לבדך ביראה נאבו.
Amen. How many have something to be thankful for? Okay, we came out of Thanksgiving and only about a third of you have something to be thankful for. Okay, let's try this again. And at the very least, be thankful for this one bringing us all here this morning. How many of you have something that you're thankful for? Okay, that looks better. Page 257 offers some things that sometimes we forget about in our world, but that we do have. They're miracles, there are wonders that we have to be grateful for. And so we're going to read each of these paragraphs responsively. Noah's going to read the first one. Yes?
Yeah, we'll go.
Okay. And we all will read the second one, and then he'll get the third, and so on, back and forth. But we'll all join in on the refrain of Modim Anachnu Lach. So try those Hebrew words. Modim Anachnu Lach. Try that again.
Modim anachnu lach.
Great. So Modim Anachnu Lach, just so you know that you're not saying random things, means we gratefully acknowledge you, God. So for all of these things, we gratefully acknowledge God. Noah, you're going to start us off on page 257.
For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations.
Modim Anachnu Lach. For this fragile planet Earth, its times and tides, its sunsets and seasons, Modim Anachnu Lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements.
Modim Anachnu Lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression, Modim Anachnu Lach.
For high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared.
Modim Anachnu Lach. For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom, Modim Anachnu Lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim Anachnu Lach. We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha, u'lecha na'eh lehodot.
We offer a prayer for peace, page 258.
Sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim shalom tova uvracha. Chain v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael Elomecha. Parcheinu yotreinu kolanu ki echad ve'or panecha.
Ve'or panecha.
Sim, sim, sim shalom. Sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim, sim, sim shalom tova uvracha. Kiv yor panecha netata lanu Adonai Eloheinu. Torat chayim ve'avat chesed utztaka uvracha v'rachamim v'chayim v'shalom.
V'shalom.
Sim, sim, sim shalom. Sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim, sim, sim shalom tova uvracha. V'tov beinecha levayit et amecha Yisrael. Bechol et uvechol shah bishlomecha.
Bishlomecha.
Sim, sim, sim shalom. Sim shalom tova uvracha. Sim, sim, sim shalom tova uvracha. Baruch atah Adonai hamavarich et amo Yisrael b'shalom.
Amen.
We take a few moments now to offer the prayers of our hearts, our silent prayer.
We don't need it. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen.
Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael.
Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael. V'imru amen.
Shabbat shalom, everyone. You got an A, you guys got to work hard. Shabbat shalom. It's wonderful to be here for Noah and the family, and everybody has traveled all this distance to be here to make a community that never was before today and probably will never be after today. You guys have made a Kehillah Kadoshah, something extraordinary, a holy community. My name is Jamie Gibson. I'm honored to be on the pulpit with Cantor Berman and Rabbi Gorban and Noah. It's great to be with you. We have reached the middle part of the service called the Torah service, where we take out the scroll of the law, and it'll be read by family members and by Noah as a culmination of his requirements and fulfillment of his bar mitzvah. We're going to be in our books in just a second on page 362 in the brackets in your book. And for those who are being honored, Aliyah LeTorah. That is doing blessings before and after the Torah. If you forget your book, we have nice big print right up here for everyone. And we'll call you. We want you to come up this staircase here. We're going to do the blessing here. And after the Torah reading, go to the Cantor Berman side and then remain to kind of extend the honor that's been given to you for your aliyah. And if you go the wrong way, we'll tap you on the shoulder. You go the right way. We don't do grand opera at Temple Sinai. And so just so you can follow 362, we'd like to invite Noreen and Jay to come up. They're going to help us with opening the ark. You're going to follow Rabbi Gorbin's instruction. You guys can go up this staircase here because you're closer. And on 362, we're going to ask you to rise as you are able as the ark is opened. And Noah, come on over.
Ein kamocha v'Elohim Adonai, v'ein kemasecha.
Malchutecha
malchut kol olamim, u'memshaltecha b'chol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai imloch le'olam v'ed. Adonai oz le'amo yitein, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. Av ha'rachamim, heitiv ha'vetzon va'et Zion, tivnei chomot Yerushalayim, tivnei chomot Yerushalayim, ki b'cha levad batachnu, melech Elam v'nisa, Adon olamim. This is our Torah. This is our heritage. By this heritage, our ancestors lived. For the sake of it, they often had to die. But always this treasure and heritage was passed on to a new generation of young and eager hands to have and hold, to learn, to make their very own. Today, when we celebrate a treasure like Noah becoming bar mitzvah, we're so happy at the thought of this Torah being passed on to this pair of young and eager hands. So we take the Torah from which he will read today, and we'll pass it yet once again from generation to generation to generation, from grandparent to parents and from parents to him. Behind you. Come on behind you. There you go. There we go. Take it. I have it here.
You gotta give it back.
Got to give it back. There we go. Okay. Hold it like that. There you go. There you go. We're at the bottom of 244, not in the brackets. I don't know what it is in the brackets, probably.
We're at the top of page 364 in the brackets. Please join. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah, ki mitzion tetzei Torah, u'devar Adonai mirushalayim.
Baruch, turn the page. Torah, Torah. Baruch Shenatan Torah, Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadol Adonai iti, u'neramema shemo yachdav. Lecha Adonai hagedula, hagevura v'tiferet, v'hanetzach v'haod. We'll be there in a second. We're going to get every row.
Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz, ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz. Lecha Adonai amamecha, yamid nasei lechol erosh. Lecha Adonai hagedula, v'hagevura v'tiferet, v'hanetzach v'haod. You can sing. Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz, ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz. Lecha Adonai hamamlacha, Yamin Naseh Lechol Erod. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim,
Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed. Shabbat Shalom.
Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim,
Al Shlosha Devarim, Ha'olam Omed. Al HaTorah, Ve'al HaAvodah, Ve'al Chasadim. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Wait, over here first. We'll come back.
Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Olam Omed. Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Al Shlosha Devarim, Olam Omed. Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Al HaTorah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al gemilut chasadim. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lahar kodesh. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu ve'ishtachavu lahar kodesh. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu. Adonai Eloheinu romemu.
Find your seats, everyone, please. Thank you. The Torah portion is called Vayishlach. It is chock full of exciting things. It has the first World Wrestling Federation match ever in the Torah between Jacob in one corner and an unseen, unknown opponent in the other. We're going to find all about that. There are larger blue books in your pew racks around you called the Torah on the one side, the right-hand side. It's called a Chumash for the 5 books of Moses. It's considered meritorious for everyone to follow the Torah reading, so you get the merit of Torah studying for yourself. The Parsha starts on page 217, going from right to left. By the way, it's considered very good manners to wander all over the room and find one. There must be some over there in the pew racks by you guys, right? And maybe Doug Gill will be our little usher. Mike Gordon usually does this, but how many of you need a chumash? Raise your hand. Oh, you're doing really, really good. Great. So, for the first, where's Dana? Dana, there you go. You're going to read first, right? Let's make sure you know exactly where you're reading.
It's right here.
Before I call.
It's right here. She knows.
I'm going to be calling up a lot of English names that I have, which is fine. God is multilingual. Yamdul, Aliyah Rishonah, Jason and Dana, Steve and Tammy, Deborah and David, Cindy and Scott, Brian and Suzanne, and Doug and Sue. And if anybody wants a talit for their aliyah, you can just take one from the chairs over there if you don't already have a talit. Oh, excuse me, I have to do this microphone thing. No, I didn't fall. No, that's okay. Okay, Shimon Omer, Simon says 2 steps closer. 1, 2. I'll hold this up. Here we go. Right here, I don't want to get in the way of your shayna ponim everybody's faces. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Baruch Adonai Barak Leolam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Barak Leolam Vaed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'naftalanu et Torato. Baruch Adonai noten haTorah.
Hold the Torah for her right there.
Amen. Vayishlach Yaakov lachim lefanav, Esav achiv artza seir sedei Edom. Vayitzav otam laimor, ko tamrum ladoni lesav, ko amar b'decha Yaakov im Lavan garti, va'echar adata, vayhi li shor v'chamor tzon v'yaveh v'shivcha, v'eshlecha lagi ladoni limtochein beinecha.
And Jacob sent on messengers before him to Esau his brother, down toward the land of Esau in the fields of Edom. And he commanded them as follows: so you shall say to my master, to Esau, to my lord, to Esau, and thus says your servant Jacob, with Laban I have dwelt all of these years until this very day, until now. And there have come to me in my possession great amounts of livestock, oxen and donkeys and flocks and female and male servants, and I send these on to declare to my lord to find favor in your eyes. Blessing afterwards.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. By law, you all have to say, Yeshar Koach to her because she read Torah. Okay. Make your way over to Canterbury side. Make your way. Yamdu, La'aliyah Shniya, Andy, Lisa, Zachary, and Daniela, Arne Ben Lieb.
Give you a job. Hold that.
If you want to take, here, she'll show you exactly where she's chanting from.
Right there.
Here you go. Get that there. Wait, let him get in. He's going to get in with his talit.
You got it right there?
Here we go. Okay, hold this for you. 1, 2, 3. Here you go.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu
V'natan lanu et Torato. Come on. Baruch
Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Hold the Torah.
Amen. Vayashavu hamalachim el Yaakov lemor. Ba'anu el achicha el Esav, v'gam holech lichratecha, v'arba'a meod ishimo, v'yira Yaakov meod v'yetzer lo, v'yachat et ha'aham asher ito, v'et chatzon v'et habakar, v'hagmalim lishnei machanot, v'yomer im yavo Esav, El hamakane ha'echad v'hikachu v'chaya hamlachanot ha'ishar lifnei tav.
And so it was that these messengers went on, and they returned to Jacob, and they said, we came to your brother Esau, and he's coming to greet you with 400 men. And Jacob was terrified, and so he made a decision, and he divided all of his people, and he divided all of his livestock, the flocks and the herds and the camels, into 2 encampments. And he said, if Esau comes to one encampment and slaughters them, the other will survive as refugees. Okay, ready, guys? Here we go. Baruch. Baruch.
atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tocheinu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Now our pulpit tradition says you have to say hello to all those people, then they have to go have a group hug with Noah. So go. As that's going on.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
Is this the one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Projected. Okay. Okay.
You got this?
Drew?
Does it look familiar to you?
Okay.
Okay.
We are a kissing and hugging congregation. Deal with it. Yamdu La'aliyah Shishit, Mendel Reuben ben Meir, Herschel Velvel ben Meir Herschel, Paula and Marvin, Patty and Michael, Paul and Nick, Elise and Wayne, and Alex. Now we're going to wait for technology to take place here, right? So we're going to have a little bit of patience. Come on. Okay, come on in closer. They're exactly. There they are. There they are. With Noah's sitter too. That's great. Are they all doing it together? Or
Hopefully they're watching us.
Hi. This is a recording though?
This is a recording.
All right.
Yeah, because Noah's here.
I know Noah's here. I know he's very talented. He's very talented. He's not that talented. Okay, tell me when to go. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Baruchu et Adonai Hambarak.
Baruch Adonai Hambarak. Baruch atah
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'nassamanu et Torah. Baruch atah Adonai. You won.
Amen.
Come closer. Simon says 1, 2. There you go.
Let's see if we can do this. Vayomer Yaakov Elohei Avi Avraham Ve'Elohei Avi Yitzhak Adonai Haomer Elai Shuv La'artzacha Ulmoladtecha Ve'etiva Imach Katonti Mikol Chachasadim Umikol Ha'emet Asher Asita Et Avdecha Ki B'machli Avarti Et Hayarden Hazeh Va'ata Hayiti Lishnei Mechanot Hatsileni Na Miyad Achi Miyad Esav Ki Yareh Anochi Oto Pain Yavo V'Hakani Aim Al Banim Va'ata Amarta Hetiva Hetiv Imachi Imach V'samti Et Zaracha Kechalo Hayom Asher Lo Isafer Merov.
Okay. And Jacob said, O God, God of my ancestors, God of Abraham, God of my father Isaac, O God, who said to me, return to your land, to your birthplace, and I will make it go well with you, I am truly humbled by all the true loving kindness that you have done for your servant. It is with my staff alone that I crossed this Jordan, and now I come back as 2 encampments. Save me now from the power of my brother, from the hand of Esau, for I am terrified of him, lest he come and smite me along with my children. And now you have said, I shall make it well with you, and I will make your offspring like the sand of the sea that cannot be counted for multitude. Okay? We up? All right. We're going to wait till we hear them.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'nachanu Torah zemet
B'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch
atah Adonai.
You still won. It's okay. Okay, go say hello to them. Beautiful. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Rabbi Gorman. Hey, great.
Thank you. Got it.
It worked.
Got it.
Worked.
Got it.
Yamdul, Aliyah Revi'it, Avram Gershon, Zonvil Ben Shmuel, Alan and Stanley.
So I might need some more too.
He's coming. Hold on, have a second. He's coming up right now. Your co.
What are you doing way back there? Come on.
We're on verse 14 on page 217.
Just a second, please. Yeah, those won't stay. Those won't stay. Okay, slowly. Okay. That'll be fine. So,
Okay, come closer. You're going to in a minute, but you're going to take your talit, take your seat. She's going to show you where she's going to start reading.
right here.
Okay? There you go. Got it. Come closer. Show it. That's right there. Okay. Nice and loud. Baruch Adonai Barak Leolam Vaed. Baruch Amen.
Amen.
Do you need it? Do you need it?
No, I'll turn this on. I turned it off so we wouldn't have our phone. Okay.
Okay, hold on to the door.
Amen. Vayalan
closer.
ויקח מן הבא בידו מנחה לעשו אחיו הזים 200 וטסים 20 רחלים 200 אלים 20 גמלים מניקות ובניהם 30 פרות 40 ופרות 10 Asara.
By 10.
No. Next word, please. Next word, please.
By 10.
No. Asara. No. Otanat. Otanat esrim ve'irim asara.
Right. There.
Vayiten le b'yad avadav. Eder levado vayomer el avadav iveru lefanai verevach tasimu ben eder uven eder vayitzav et harishon lemor kif kashecha esav achi v'sha'alcha lemor למי אתה ואנה תלך ולמי אלה לפניך ואמרת לעבדך ליעקב מנך היא שלוחה לאדוני לעשו הנה גם הוא אחרינו ויצב גם את השני גם את השלישי, גם את כל ההולכים אחרי העדרים לאמור כדבר הזה תדברון אל עשיו במוצאכם איתו ואמרתם גם הנה עבדיך יעקב אחרינו כי אמר אכפר פניו במחנה ההולכת לפני ואחרי כן אראה פני אולי יישא פני ותעבור המנחה אל פניו והוא לן בלילה ההיא במחנה.
After spending the night there, Jacob selected from what was at hand of his livestock presents for his brother Esau. 200 she-goats, 20 he-goats, 200 ewes and 20 rams, 30 milking camels along with their colts, 40 cows and 10 bulls, 10 she-asses and 10 he-asses. He put these in charge of his servants, drove by drove. And he told his servants, go ahead and keep a distance between the droves. And he instructed the one in front as follows: when my brother Esau comes, you meet him and asks you, whose man are you, where are you going, and whose animals are these ahead of you? You shall answer your servant Jacob's. They're a gift sent to my lord Esau. And Jacob himself is right behind. And he gave similar instructions to the second and the third, and all the others who followed the drove, saying, thus and thus you shall say to Esau when you reach him. And thus you shall add, and your servant Jacob himself is right behind us. For he reasoned, if I propitiate him with gifts in advance and then face him drove by drove, maybe he'll show me favor. And so the gift went on ahead while he remained in the camp all that night. Okay. Baruch. Amen. Yesh koach. It's great to hear the old Ashkenazi. It's great. Say hello to them. Yamdu la'aliyah hachamishit. Reuven ben Benjamin, Peggy and Robert, Barb and Brad, Maddie and Sammy, Rachel and Ed and Kyle. Do you want? Here, I'll get you the tally. I'll bring it to you. Okay. There are more over there. Rabbi Gorman, some more tali tot. Here. Do you have your place? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. There are. They like you a lot. Come on up. 1, 2, 3. Mark, come on. Come. Okay. Soph? Yep. You ready? Mm-hmm. I know your thumb's up. It's time to read Torah.
I'm ready.
You got 1, 2, 3. Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Flying mic heads. This is the Levitt family. Anything can happen.
Vayakom, v'laylachu, vayikacha et shtei nashav, ve'et shtei shivchotav, ve'et achad asar yeladav, v'ya'avor et ma'avar ya'avok, vayikachem v'ya'averim et hanachal, v'ya'aver et asher lo. Vayivater Yaakov levado, vayei avech ish imo ad alot hashachar, vayor ki lo yachol lo, vayiga bechaf yerecho, vateka kaf yerech Yaakov, vehei avko imo, vayomer shalcheni ki ala hashachar, vayomer lo ashalechacha ki im berachtani.
And then Jacob arose that night, and he took his 2 wives, and his 2 maidservants, that's Zilpah and Bilhah, and his 11 boys, and he crossed over the ford, or the tributary called the Yabok. And he took them and he crossed them over the stream, and thus he crossed over all that belonged to him. And then it was that Jacob remained alone, and he wrestled with a man or an angel all that night long until the break of day. And then it was that the angel saw that he could not prevail against him, and he wrenched Jacob's thigh at the hip joint. And he took it, and thus he did to Jacob at his hip in his struggle with him. And he said, "Let me go, for dawn is breaking." And Jacob said, "I shall not let you go unless you bless me." And then he said, "What is your name?" And he said, "Yaakov," which is usurper or heel grabber. And he said, "Did I go too far?" I went too far. It's okay. It's all right. People have accused me of going too far for years. It's all right. So we're in the middle of a story. The rest is coming. It's very exciting. Amen. Go say hello to the guys over there. There you go. Yishkoch, 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 yishkoch. Yeshkoch. Good to see you, Yeshkoch. Noah, hug everybody because you're going to read Torah next, okay? Okay, I get to do this right. Yamdu Aliyah Shishit Gittel ben Gittel Bat Reuven Lev ben Meir Herschel. Yes, that's you. Come when you're called. Okay, Noah, let's find your place. Your sister will show you where she stopped, okay? Can you stand up for the Aliyah? That's great.
Hello.
Oh. She should, doesn't she? Okay, show exactly where you're starting. There you go. Okay, belt it out. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Stronger.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Hold the Torah.
Should I not get close to that?
What? You're cool.
Oh.
Just read.
Amen. Vayomer Elav ma shemecha vayomer Yaakov. Vayomer lo Yaakov Ya'amer od shimcha ki im Yisrael ki sarita im Elohim ve'im anashem vatuchal. Vayish'ol Yaakov vayomer hagidana shemecha vayomer lama zet tish'ol lishmi vayivarech oto sham. Vayikra Yaakov shem hamakom Peniel ki ra'iti Elohim Panim el panim, vatinatzel nafshi, vayizrach lo hashamesh ka'asher avar et Penuel, vehu solea al yurecho. Al kain lo yuchlu v'nei Yisrael et gid hanashe asher al kaf hayom ad hayarech ad hayom hazeh ki nagid naga Bechaf Yerech Yaakov Bagid Hanasheh.
All right. So what is your name? And Jacob answered, Jacob. And he said, your name is no longer going to be Jacob, rather Yisrael, for you have striven with beings divine and human, and you have prevailed. And Jacob asked, and he said, tell me your name. He said, why would you ask me my name? And he blessed him anyway. And so Jacob called the name of that place Peniel, from the word panim, which is God or presence. He said, for I have literally gazed upon God, presence to presence, and yet my life has been spared. And the sun rose as he was crossing through Peniel. He was limping on his thigh. And therefore, the Israelites do not eat the gid hanasheh, the sciatic nerve that is in the thigh muscle, that is on the hip bone, to this very day. For it was there that this messenger, angel, adversary touched at the thigh of Jacob on the thigh muscle. Okay.
Asher natan lanu Torah temet, v'hayei olam nata b'tochenu, Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Lots of hugging. There we go. Dana, thank you for.
Thanks. You were on the mic, by the way. No, two more.
I'm going to call you for yours. Right
Okay.
now. Okay. And I'll just hold this up rather than your prayer book.
Okay. Okay.
Karen Lee, when you're done, come back over to this side. Sophie, you can go down. Okay?
Yep, as soon as you're hugged, you can come back. Shkach.
Is it on the chain? No. Okay.
Over here. Parents, get the special place.
Sophie.
The seventh aliyah is considered the sweetest. It leads to the maftir, which is the haftar portion. We give the sweetest portion to the sweetest folk. And Noah is certainly the sweetest that we've had here. And it's just delightful after watching you anticipate this moment to have you finally fulfill it by standing here as I get to call you by the special call we call B'nai Mitzvah with. Yamod, 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 Levarechat HaKriya, Shalom Yitzchak B'Meir Hershel V'Gittel Bar Mitzvah. There you go. There you go. Touch there. Or you're reading.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice and loud.
Baruch et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Barak Leolam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Barak Leolam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Come close and hold the Torah. Karen, you can see him.
Yeah, we can't. Oh, there it is. Vayisa Yaakov Einav Vayar v'hine Esav ba v'imo arba meot ish vayachat et hayeladim Olea ve'orachel ve'oshete hashvachot Vayasem את השפחות, ואת ילדיהן ראשונה, ואת לאה וילדיך אחרונים, ואת רחל ואת יוסף אחרונים. והוא עבר לפניהם, וישתחו ארצה 7 פעמים, עד גשתו עד אחיו, וירץ עשיו לקראתו, ויחבקהו, ויפול על צוואריו, וישקהו, ויבכו.
So Jacob lifted his eyes, and behold, he saw there coming before him Esau with 400 men. And so he divided his children, the children of Leah, and then the children of Rachel, and finally the 2 maidservants as well. And he placed the maidservants and their children first, and Leah and their children next, and Rachel and Joseph at the rear. And so it was, he crossed on before them, and he bowed down 7 times until he reached his brother. But his brother, as I spoke about last night, I don't know if you remember, Noah, he ran to greet him, and he kissed his brother Jacob, and he fell on his neck, and he kissed him, and they wept together. All those verbs.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'hayeh olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Hug them again. They're still nice people. And your sister too. Here, we're going to
microphone.
We're going to use it was a baby Bible. Okay, we're going to use that as a cover. Perfect. Hey, mazel tov.
Oh yeah.
There's a microphone. Have fun.
We believe that while the Torah is out and open, it's as if our hearts are uniquely open for all kinds of blessings. So, the blessing for the state of Israel, I'm going to ask Lori Lipp, Wendy Lipp, and Amy to come up to read the blessing from our prayer book, the prayer for the state of Israel. And if they don't have it, I have it in my notes over here. Here, I have a big print. So here and here, unless you're doing the Hebrew.
Start here. Okay. Prayer for the peace of Jerusalem. May those who love you prosper. O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all who dwell there. Amen.
Say hello to Noah. Hi. There you go. And the prayer for our country, where's Patty and Elise? Thank you very much. Maybe right here where it says, "Oh, guardian." Okay. Oh, we're waiting. We're waiting. I'm just holding the place. You know, when there's the video of this in the archive, it's going to say the Levitt Bar Mitzvah and a cast of thousands. Oh, guardian.
O guardian of life and liberty, may our nation always merit your protection. Teach us to give thanks for what we have by sharing it with those who are in need. Keep our eyes open to the wonders of creation and alert to the care of the earth. May we never be lazy in the work of peace. May we honor those who have died in defense of our ideals. Grant our leaders freedom, wisdom, and forbearance. May they govern with justice and compassion. Help us all to appreciate one another and to respect the many ways that we may serve you. May our homes be safe from affliction and strife, and our country be sound in body and spirit. Amen.
Amen. Go say hello to Noah. Okay, Noah, get over here.
I'll say hello to him.
I'm going to go down and get names for Mishabera. On 371 in your prayer book, in the middle of the page, you'll find a Mishaberach of healing for all those who are in need of healing in the Shabbat. I think in a group like this, there is hardly anyone who doesn't know somebody who is somehow not whole, somehow a little bit broken, somehow in need of healing. Every one of us knows somebody who's in the hospital and clearly terrified about what might happen in just the next day or two. We all know people in nursing homes who face a long weekend without maybe even one visitor. And we all know people who will walk the earth with a stone on the heart or face the daily battles of sobriety. And we pray for them now. It's our tradition that before we sing the song of healing, that as I look at your part of the congregation, that you might have a chance to say a name out loud and add that to the communal heart. Right now I'm thinking of Dan Legger, who was just a few days ago, just a month ago, shot along with other people and is still healing. We wish for him a complete healing of body, mind, and spirit. But there are others in your life, and if you care to share them in the communal heart today, please say the name out loud, but simply don't raise your hand. As I like to say, class is out for the weekend. As I look at your part of the congregation, feel free to say a name out loud or quietly, or just hold that name tightly in your heart. $371 in the brackets, if you don't know it.
Strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen.
Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen. Yamdu ha-magbiva ha-golelet, Randy Goodman as the lifter, and the Lieb family all helping to dress and tie the Torah. It's our custom, as you are able, please rise as the Torah is lifted on high. Oh, you have this cold. You have this cold.
You think?
Absolutely.
They won't give me a speaking.
Oh my gosh. V'zot haTorah asher sam. Go over there. Lifnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai biad Moshe. Mu Adonai Elohein v'hishtachavu leharko. You can sit down, the Torah is down. Omemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu leharko hodsho ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodesh romemu Adonai Eloheinu vehishtachavu lehar kodesh. Noah, after the hugs are done. Noah's going to come up here for the Haftarah. Where does this Haftarah start? Which verse? It does this Hosea piece. Okay. This is different than the traditional one in conservative and Orthodox congregations where they read from the one-chapter book called Obadiah or Obadiah. This is from the book of Hosea 3:49, if you're following. And I'd ask you to follow because this will not be translated. It's simply going to be chanted appropriately by Noah, and the text is beautiful and terrific. Hosea is our prophet of love that says the entire premise of the relationship between God and the Jewish people is based not just on law and covenant, but on a loving, caring relationship going back generations, if not thousands of years. So on page 349, it's going to be done after the appropriate blessing. Now, we have a custom here, some of you know this custom from your own home congregations, that at the very end, after he finishes his blessing, you are gently going to waft candy in his direction. We're not going to take out his eye. We like him, right? So I need Audrey, Charlie, Gabby, and Adi to come and pass out the candy here. Now, we're going to ask to keep the rustling to the minimum. If you do eat a piece of candy, please put the wrapper in your pocket or to the nearest person who has a pocket. And at the end, at the signal, I'll ask you to do that. And then all the kids who are up here who want to may come up here gently and take the candy for themselves. So after the appropriate blessing, we have the Haftarah on 349 in your Chumash. You're up.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar bin ve'im tovim v'ratza v'dibrehem hanemarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo uvin v'yeh ha'emet v'tzedek ve'ami tiluim limshuvati ve'el al yikra'uhu yachad lo yiromim. Eich etencha Ephraim amagenha Yisrael. Eich etencha ha'adama asimcha kitzvoim. Nepach alai libi yachad nichmeru nichumayim. Lo eseh charon api lo ashuv l'shachet Ephraim ki el anuchi velo ish v'kirbecha kadosh velo avo be'ir. Acharei Adonai yelchu Ke'aryeh Yis'ag, ki hu Yis'ag, ve'yecherdu vanim miyam. Yecherdu chetzipor mimitzrayim, uchyona me'eret Ashur, ve'hoshavtim al batehem ni'um Adonai. Sivavuni v'chachash Ephraim uv'mirmach beit Yisrael v'hodah od rad im el ve'im kedoshim ne'eman. Ephraim roeh ruach verodef kadim kol hayom kazav ashod yarbeh uvrit im ashur yikrotu v'shemen lamitzrayim yuvam Veriv la'Adonai im Yehuda Veliv kov al Yaakov ki rachav kema'al alav yashiv lo Babeten akaf et achiv uvono Sarah et Elohim Vayasar el malach vayuchal Bachad vayintanen lo Beit El yimse'enu Vasham yedaber imanu V'Adonai Elohei hatzvaot Adonai zigro V'ata belochecha tashuv Chesed u'mishpat shemor V'kavei el Elochecha tamid Kenan ve'ado Moznei mirma lashok ahev Vayomer Ephraim ach sharti matzarti on li kol yegi'ai lo yimse'anu li avon asher chet ve'anochi Adonai Elochecha me'eretz Mitzrayim od oshivcha ve'Elohim kimei moed v'dibarti al hanevi'im ve'anochi chazon hirbeiti uvyad hanevi'im adameh Im gid'ad aven achshav hayu bagiugal shivarim zibechu gam mizbechot tam kegalim al tameh sadai Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzor kol haolamim Zadik bechol hadarot Ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh Ha'medaber u'mekayim Shekol devarav emet v'tzedek All ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al hanvi'im ve'al yosham Ve'al yom haShabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limnucha likavod u'letifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach u'mefarchim otach Yibarach shimcha b'fichol chai tamid le'olam va'ed Baruch Ata Adonai
Baruch Shemo
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Simen tov, a mazel tov, a mazel tov, a simen tov, a mazel tov, a mazel tov, a simen tov. Come on, kids, get the candy. Yehela. Come on, kids, get the candy. Oh, Yehelanu, Yehelanu, oh, Lecho Yisrael. Come on, Rich. Yehelanu, Yehelanu, oh, Lecho Yisrael. Yehelanu, Come on, kids. Mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov, mazel tov, mazel tov, simen tov. Yehelanu, 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 Lecho Yisrael. Come on, clap. Yehelanu, Lecho Yisrael. Look out there. There you go. Oh, you're not going to make the pirates this year. All right. Please put away your chumash. You're going to find your prayer book one more time. And we still have people to open and close the ark. Where Noreen and Jay again in the reprise. There you go. The Torah's up. That's a signal, guys. Shh. We're on page 374 in the brackets, 256 not in the brackets. Go.
Yeah, hallelujah, Shem Adonai, ki niskav shemo levado.
Odo haleres v'shamai. Come on, Noah. Vayarem keren le'amo, tehila lechol chasidav, livnei Yisrael, am kerovo. Hallelujah. Ki lechach tov natati lechem torati al ta'azovu. For a good heritage have I given you. Do not forsake it. Hayim hi lema chazikim ba v'tom checha mehushar deracheha darchei noam lechol netivoteha shalom. Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Kadesh Kadesh Yameinu Kadesh Yameinu. Say hello. Please find your seats, everyone. I would say, I do many bar and bat mitzvahs over the years. Over this year, one of the more boisterous. Why am I not surprised, Lee and Karen? Because that's the joy that you evoke in the people who are so dear to you and to whom you are so dear. We ask of our B'nai Mitzvah students to shine in 3 areas, to excel, not only leading services and reading Torah, but to tell us what it means. So the third part, after prayers and Torah and Haftarah, are to interpret, to put in his own words, how he would deal with some of the challenges that the Torah portion is raising. So we're going to listen to the Dvar Torah of No. As soon as he finishes what?
So good.
What? Yep.
Yeah. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
The parsha I read is Vayishlach. In my portion, we read about Jacob preparing to meet with his brother Esau. This is a big deal because Jacob feels remorse for stealing Esau's firstborn blessing many, many years ago. And he doesn't know how Esau is going to respond. Jacob remembers that he never apologized to Esau or asked for his forgiveness, so he knows that he has to do something. When Jacob came close to Esau's territory, he sent messengers to his brother. Esau told them that he would come meet Jacob with 400 men. When Jacob heard that his brother was coming with 400 men, he freaked out. He was so scared that he decided to split everything he had into 2 groups, so that if Esau attacked one of them, the other one could escape. Jacob was afraid that Esau was still angry and wanted revenge. But Jacob was determined to make up with his brother, so he prayed to God for forgiveness and sent lots of gifts and messages to apologize to Esau. With each set of gifts, he had messengers promise Esau that more gifts were on the way. The night before he was supposed to go meet Esau, Jacob was in the camp alone. In the middle of the night, Jacob woke up wrestling an angel. Around sunrise, Jacob started to dominate, and the angel wrenched Jacob's hip socket. Jacob managed to hold onto the angel and demand a blessing. The angel changed Jacob's name to Israel, the one who wrestles with God. Jacob is so determined to get to Esau that he fights and fights and fights to make it back to his brother. After Jacob survived the fight with the angel, he saw Esau coming with 400 men. He was so scared that he split his family into 3 groups and ran ahead to greet Esau. Jacob bowed 7 times, and Esau ran up to give Jacob a big hug and smooch. Even though Esau wanted to kill Jacob when he stole his blessing decades earlier, at this point, all that was left was love. We don't know how the things we do now will turn out months or years later, but in life, small actions can turn out really good or really bad. For example, I might see someone that I don't know very well is sad or in a bad mood. If I go up to them and ask them what's wrong, then I give them the opportunity to share what's going on. Sharing with someone is sometimes better than keeping it all in and bottling it up inside. But it could also be the beginning of a new friendship. One time we were sitting outside in recess and there was a kid crying. I walked over to him and I asked him what was wrong and why he was crying. Something bad happened during class and over the weekend before. Once we talked for a bit, I asked him if he wanted to come play kickball with me and my friends. He came and he joined us and then sat with us for lunch. We've been friendly ever since. On the other hand, small negative actions can turn into really big deals. For example, who here has ever told a lie? Even a stupid small lie can cause big problems, especially once you get caught. Then the people you lied to have a hard time trusting you in the future. When I was in kindergarten, my teacher, Miss Myers, had a bag of Hershey Kisses. The bag was partially open, and I decided to open it just a little bit more. And I took a couple here and there and ate them throughout the day. Toward the end of the day, Miss Myers noticed that the Hershey Kisses were starting to disappear. So at the end of the day, she asked the class if anyone was eating the kisses. Everyone, including me, said no. The next day, we had recess. I asked to go to the bathroom, and I snuck back over to Miss Myers' desk to get some more kisses. And she caught me. She called my parents, and of course, I denied eating the chocolate. My mom had to pick me up early, and then she and Miss Myers all started yelling at each other. Once we finally left, I got a big punishment. One little lie became a really big deal. Just like these stories and the story in my parsha, one little action can become really big. They should remind us to always be careful with what we say, with what we do now and how we do it. And just a couple of small acts of love can make a really positive change in today's world. If we all do just a few acts of small kindness and love, then the world won't be full of hate. One of the small changes I'm making in the world is to raise money for a nonprofit organization called Save a Child's Heart. This organization helps kids from low-income families around the world who need heart surgery. These kids come to get special care before and after their surgery, while letting them live their lives as normal as possible. I want to support this organization because in December of 2015, my family and I traveled to Israel for a 14-day trip. And when we went to the main Save a Child's Heart building, we spent 3 hours there and we got to connect with the children about to undergo life-saving heart surgery. I really connected with one kid who was about 1 year old at the time. I got to hold him and he smiled at me. I was able to walk around with him while I visited the rest of the building and didn't put him down until he had to go. This reminded me that people still care about others. Some people believe that no one cares about anyone anymore, but that is not true because random people are making connections with people they don't even know. Random people just want to make kids feel more comfortable because they have heart surgery that will save their lives. I want to put more smiles on more kids' faces by raising money for them. Today I'm proud to say that I'm participating in a project called Remembering the Children, in which B'nai Mitzvahs honor children who lived during the Holocaust. Today I will be remembering Raya Karnarkowski Gumnik, who is my great-uncle's wife. Raya was born in 1927 in Vilna, which is now known as Vilnius in Lithuania, and her parents were Sonia and Solomon Karnarkowski. Raya had 2 brothers, one older than her and one younger. In 1941, when she was 14, Raya was deported to go to the Vilna ghetto. A year later, she was sent to the Stufenhof concentration camp. Raya was liberated in 1945 at the age of 18. Raya and her older brother survived the Holocaust, but sadly her younger brother and her parents lost their lives during the war. Raya passed away in October of 2016, and she was married to my uncle Abe, who is also a Holocaust survivor. Abe still lives in New Jersey, and it was really cool to meet him last year. First, I would like to thank all of the out-of-town guests that have traveled near and far to be with me and celebrate today. I would also like to say sorry to all of my Ohio family for making you guys miss the game. They're going to lose anyway. Next, I would like to thank my amazing rabbis and cantors. Rabbi Gibson, thank you for all of the great intelligence you have given me and all of the different views on Judaism. Thank you to Rabbi Corbin for helping me write my Devar Torah, and thank you for the endless high fives and hugs you always give to me. Thank you, Cantor Berman, for the awesome help that you have given me with all my prayers and singing. I would also like to thank my parents for always, always, always being there and supporting me in what I do. Thank you, Grandpa Bob and Nanny Peggy, for giving me infinite laughs and good times, especially when I beat you guys in putt-putt. Today they're not here with us, but they're watching over live stream. Thank you, Papa and Grandma, for always making me laugh and telling me funny things about my dad when he was a kid and what he did. Thank you, Grandma, for always being so sweet to me and helping me out. Thank you, Poppy, for all the ice cream and Skyline chili. I love you all so much, and thanks. Sophie. I don't even know where to start. You're the best, and you truly are. Thank you for everything that you have done. Thank you for the endless laughter and stupid dad jokes that you always tell. Thank you for helping me with my outfit today. I would not look as snazzy as I do without her today, so thank you. Thank you for jamming out in the car with me. I could go on and on forever, but what I would end up saying a bunch of times is thank you so much, and I love you. And last but not least, thank you to my parents. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys have given to me in my life. I'm so thankful for you guys. You guys are the rock. Not even the rock, the boulder. To my life. You guys get me the things I need to stay healthy. You drive me to every sport event I ever sign up for, and you guys always find a way to be there. Mom, thank you for the endless time and hours you put into working on this amazing day. Thank you for all the conversations we have about literally everything. Thank you for taking me shopping and being the best mom that you can be for me every day. Thank you. Dad. 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 I love you so much. There are not even words to describe how much I love you. Thank you for pushing me every day to do my Hebrew. No matter what mood, no matter what time of the day, you always found time out of your day to make sure I was improving with at least one thing. Thank you for being my wingman, and thank you for helping me be the best dad for me that you can be. And always doing that 24/7. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. So face me, I get to be the very first one to say Mazel, 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 Mazel Tov. You know, one of the things is not just your family, but you. You've attracted an amazing group of people here. Look out at them. Look at the smiles that you put. Look at them. Look at over there, too. Look over there. Look at there. You've attracted a group, and I've never had this happen before. You asked, who's told a lie? Only 5 people raised their hand. Isn't that amazing? All these truth tellers, this is fantastic. I think that I really was touched by what you said, not only because of the good heart that you said it with, but because you understand that little actions have huge consequences, whether we do them or don't do them. And it reminded me of a story of what a community can be and how it can fall apart on the smallest of things. There was a group of men that used to pray every day. In the old country and in Orthodox settings, of course, men do the praying in the morning. Here we're egalitarian, but there in that country, in that little city, there was a small minyan of about 15 people, and they prayed together every day, and they kibitz, they talk about what's going on with their families, and there was one person who lost his dad, and he prayed for a year. He had to say Kaddish. And he came back after he finished saying his Kaddish for 11 months, and he was still sad. And somebody nudged this fellow and said, he's finished a year of mourning. He's still sad. And the guy overheard it, and he said, maybe this isn't the place for me. And he didn't come back to Minyan one day. Didn't come back to Minyan second day, third day, fourth day. Now, it was a bitter cold winter that winter. And the rabbi was very, very worried about this man. He seemed to be alienated, and he was not coming to Minyan, which was his group. And so he went to the man's door after praying morning services that day, and he knocked on the door. And the door opened. It opened. And without saying a word, the man opened the door, and the rabbi just walked in and started warming his hands in front of the fire. And they just watched the fire silently, didn't say a word. And the rabbi finally took the tongues that are used to manage the coals in the fireplace. You know what tongues are, right? He took one coal out and put it on the flagstone. And he just stared at it for about 8 minutes until it went cold. He nodded at the man and left. The very next day, he was back in Minyan. See, alone, each of us can get cold. Alone, each of us can be lonely. Alone, it's hard to make it in a difficult world. But together, when you combine the warmth of your heart and the light of your eyes with all of these people, you create a torch of love and faith that can never be extinguished. The man understood that he was lesser for being alone, and that he had his light to add. You add so much light and heat and warmth and love to all of us. Through your smiles, through your jokes, through your open-heartedness, through your high fives, through everything you're willing to do, you have literally become a blessing. And it's my hope and prayer that you remember this story, that being alone will cause you to grow cold, and that you could be the one to remind people that they share warmth and love and light together. And if you do that, you're going to be blessed throughout your entire life, even as Cantor Berman, Rabbi Gorban, and I bless you at this minute. Here, take our hands. May God bless you and keep you.
May the light of God shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you.
May God lift up God's presence to you and grant you wholeness, fulfillment, joy, purpose, but most of all, the wholeness we call peace, as together we say,
Amen.
Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lahazman hazeh. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, ruler of all, who has caused us to live, sustained us, and allowed us to reach this happy, happy time in Noah and his family's life. And Noah, you're going to have to face this way and listen to your parents. Okay, come on up here. We'll give you the mic.
No, you go first. Oh. Oh, thanks. You can just throw tissues instead of candy. Okay. Should I turn this? Yeah.
Shabbos. There's been nothing more wonderful than watching you look up during everything you're doing and seeing different faces and waving and smiling. It's truly been wonderful. Sorry. About 1 month ago, the unthinkable happened. Our peaceful Jewish community that lives in friendship, cooperation, and love with our neighbors was shattered. At that horrific moment, the first responders did not struggle to run toward the violence. They just did it. We had family members and friends who lived that first week in the heart of the grieving community, constantly being with the victims and their families. They just did it. Rabbi Meyer at Tree of Life made constant decisions. Some may have even been unpopular at the moment, But in time of crisis, there isn't always time to wrestle with choices. You just do it. Yet we wrestled. Your mother and I wrestled with the right thing to do today. Do we talk about what happened? Do we change the planned celebration? Do we pretend that life is normal, but it's not? There are defining moments in everybody's life where there is a before and an after. For us, for our son, we are now in the after. Life as we know it won't ever be the same in our Pittsburgh community. As signs all over Pittsburgh say, love must be stronger than hate. Your ability, Noah, to love always has been. For that, there has never been any struggle. So our choice for today is to celebrate your bar mitzvah. You worked hard to get to this day, and you deserve a day to be about all of that hard work, about accepting the responsibilities that come with being a young Jewish man.
Unlike Jacob, in your almost 13 years, especially in the earlier ones, you rarely wrestled with your choices. To you, the world has always been black or white. You have always lived very self-assured of your choices, no wrestling involved, unless sometimes it was daddy. And I just recently learned that that's called tussling. People may not know that we call you No-No because we were forever saying, "No, Noah," as your instincts kicked in and you acted in the moment, even if it wasn't always the most thought-through choice. One example that comes to mind is when you were about 3 and you were at Beth Shalom Preschool. You were having a discussion with a director long before the Me Too movement about why you couldn't just kiss anyone you wanted to. Your response to her was, "Yes, I can kiss whoever I want," and proceeded to plant one on the very shocked little boy standing next to you. Again, no struggling with that decision, you just did it. Don't get us wrong, as you got a little older, we had glimpses of you wrestling with your decisions. For example, in the same Miss Meyer's classroom, we love Miss Meyer, there's a pumpkin in front that has a little green smiley face that said, "I had a great day." Each day when Noah took time to actually think about his choices and their consequences that he talked about a little bit ago, resulting in a great day, he got a sticker that plastered our entire kitchen that said, "I had a great day." Clearly, you made good choices. But one decision you have never wrestled with is being Jewish. Thanks. You have always loved to learn about Judaism, to learn Hebrew, to travel to Israel. I think even to study for this day. Daddy and I celebrated our bar and bat mitzvahs on this very Saturday a very long time ago. Little did we think we would be standing at our son's bar mitzvah on the same day. But back then, being Jewish wasn't seen as a choice. We just did it. Even though we went to a large high school, the Jewish population was less than 0.5% of the entire high school, and often it was very anti-Semitic. It never occurred to us to do or be anything different. Even still, we don't wrestle with being Jewish, but we do wrestle with the right things to do to model for you and for Sophie, to encourage you to continue on this pathway, even when things aren't always easy. For me, in order to struggle with big decisions, one must first ask big questions, and that you do, constantly. But we both hope you never stop, because asking questions and then searching for the answers often means a struggle with thought in between the question and the answer.
We recognize that sometimes it's necessary to wrestle with choices, and sometimes it's necessary to just do it. Our hope for you is that as you continue to grow and learn, we hope that you wrestle with the big decisions that need consideration, but that when you need to, you just go with your heart and your mind toward people who need you and make choices based on your Jewish values and ethics that you learn along the way, as people did 1 month ago today. Today, on your finger, you're wearing You're wearing a ring that was given to your papi on his bar mitzvah. It was then passed down to your Uncle Mitchell, and then to Uncle Wayne, then to me. And then your cousin Paul and Nick turned 13, and they each became the keeper of the ring until Sophie celebrated her bar mitzvah, and then recently Alex was given the ring. The ring serves as a reminder of the chain of Jewish traditions that they are all a part of, not without individual challenges and wrestling about their own place in the chain, but always stronger for the outcome. Noah, look out onto the congregation. Truly, this is your community and your village. Know that no matter what your challenges, and certainly your successes, that we, your mother and father, and your village are always here to support you and to celebrate with you, and we love you, and we couldn't be more proud of you on this special day.
Morning, Noah. My name is Elizabeth Kalura. I'm one of the members of the Board of Trustees here at Temple Sinai, and I've come up here with a gift for you to celebrate your bar mitzvah. Spoiler alert, I'm going to tell you what's in here. We have a Kiddush cup for you, which we hope that you use well in leading your family in Kiddush on Friday nights. And also there's a book of essays called I Am Jewish, which we hope gives you some things to think about as you continue your journey with Judaism as an adult. Everyone here at Temple Sinai is very proud of you, and we welcome you into this community.
So I'm going to give you a couple of certificates that mark this incredible day. The first is your bar mitzvah certificate, which says that you were called to the Torah on Vishlach on this date, Hebrew and English. But this is about today. This is actually more important. This is about tomorrow. This says in becoming bar mitzvah, you've accepted the privileges of responsibilities of being a Jew. What are they?
Lifelong Torah study.
Are you on? No, turn yourself on. There you go.
Lifelong Torah studies in the keeping of mitzvot, Shabbat, holy day, and life cycle observance, participation in the life of synagogue, the Jewish community in Israel, dedication to Tikkun Olam, the perfection of our world.
Beautiful. It's signed by Elizabeth, who just gave you gifts, and by yourself, your parents, and all the three of us up here. We're so proud of you. We also have your twinning certificate here for remembering the children, and I want you to keep the whole story there. There is no picture of Raja available, but there's your story along with him, and I want you to keep that as a memory of what you have decided this day, that your life is not only a gift in and of itself, but you help give the gift of retaining the memory of somebody who was lost. We have 2 scholarship certificates for you. One, if you choose to go to Israel with the Reform Movement at the end of your 10th grade year, this is $250. And the Jewish Federation of Greater Pittsburgh gives you $1,750. This is $2,000 toward a trip before you even have to sell a cookie, all right? So, and if you need more money, you come to us and we'll make sure it happens, all right? But I want you to take these certificates. I want you to take your gift. Where's your gift?
Down here.
I want you to sit next to Sophie. And we're so proud of you. Mazel, mazel, mazel. Oh, I have to do it too. There we go. There we go. In just a minute or two, we're going to be finishing our service. And everybody will have a chance to greet Noah and high-five him. He's going to have a sword palm. And I have to tell you, my parents met playing bridge at the Hill at Ohio State, and I committed the sin of going to Michigan. There was always one day a year. This day we did not talk. But guess what? We believe in peace on earth, goodwill toward all, and we hope that everybody will survive whatever the outcome is today with tears of joy or sadness or whatever. We're in our last part of our service. If you look in your book in the brackets on 586, going from right to left, you'll find Aleinu, our concluding set of prayers, for which we all rise as you are able.
Aleinu l'shabeach
L'adon hakol, l'teikru l'aliot secher breshit, shelo asam kegoyei ha'aratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo sam chelkeinu kahem, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Before Kaddish, we recognize that there are those in mourning, and our community is still at the end of its Shloshim. So we recognize in the Temple Sinai community the death of Ron Fayola, the father of Gina, Ida Moreski, the mother of David, Goldie Ottenheimer, who died, Sandy Grubstein, the mother of Debbie Haber, and those who died just 1 month ago in an act of hatred, Joyce Feinberg, Richard Gottfried, Rose Mallinger, Jerry Rabinowitz, Cecil Rosenthal, and David Rosenthal, Bernice Simon, Sylvan Simon, Daniel Stein, Melvin Wax, and Irving Younger. We also recognize those who died in the Thousand Oaks shooting just last week or so, Ron Hellis and Noel Sparks, Dan Manrique and Justin Meek, Cody Kaufman, Elena Housley, and Telemachus Orphanos, Sean Adler, Mark Mez Jr., and Blake Dingman, Jacob Dunham, and Christina Morissette. If there are those who are saying Kaddish or observing Yahrzeit for anybody in your family, we'll ask you to rise first. As we're all in mourning for our community, we rise also because we insist that our mourners do not stand alone. Our Kaddish is found on page 598. Yitgadal, Yikadash, Shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
V'yomad Yivrach Yirutev, Yamlich Malchuteh, V'chayechon, V'yomechon, V'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael, V'agalav Yizman Kariv Yimru.
Amen.
Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevarach, Le'olam Olamei Omayah. Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh. Yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudshah. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiram b'yoma v'yimru.
Amen.
Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleina ve'el kol Yisrael v'yimru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, huya aseh shalom, aleina ve'el kol Yisrael v'kol Yishvei tevel v'yimru.
Amen.
Amen. May the source of peace in the high heavens cause peace to descend on all of us, all Israel, upon our shattered world, upon all of us who mourn our beloved dead, as together we say,
Amen.
Amen. I'm going to ask Sophie and Noah to come up. Noah, all your friends are welcome up to the pulpit. Please come up now for our final song. If you are visiting from another congregation, our final song is Ein Keloheinu, it's the one you know, so that we hope that you will all feel free to join in. All your friends should come up here, all your friends, all the guys. Come on, lady friends, everybody. It's on page 626, or page 626 in your prayer book.
Ein Keloheinu,
Ein Gadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, Micheloheinu, Michadonenu, Michemalkeinu, Michemoshienu. No dele, focus. No del Adonenu, no dele Malkeinu, no dele Moshienu. Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Bruchim atem avoachem, bruchim atem etzeitchem me'etav olam. May be blessed every place you come into God's world. Be blessed from the spirit of this moment, and take God's spirit out into a world that desperately needs it as well. As together we say,
Amen.
Therefore God bless the seventh day and declared it holy. Let's have a Borei Priya Gafen here. Baruch. Amen. Praise to you, Adonai our God, ruler of it's juice. It's juice. Praise you, Adonai our God, ruler of all, the gracious fruit of the vine. Here, let's have a tug of war. You take this. One end. Take one end. Two hands. Two hands. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Shabbat Shalom. Praise you, Adonai our God, ruler of all, who brings forth bread from the earth. As together we say, Shabbat Shalom.
Give it to Spencer. Give it to Spencer.
Here.